Hi, 6th grade. Today's lesson is 1311, area of trapezoids. So we're continuing to stay with the idea of area, which is all of the space that is inside the figure, inside the border or perimeter. So today we're looking at trapezoids. Remember, those have one set of parallel sides, and you can see them here. Another set of sides is not parallel. So I have a couple things up on the board here. The first is the formula that we'll use. Area equals half times base 1 plus base 2 times height. And I'll explain that with this first example. This example is from the bottom of page 468, bottom left. The example towards the top of the page is a bit confusing. So I would suggest just skipping to the middle, which shows you the formula, and then down to the examples at the bottom. So this is the blue trapezoid, blue in your book, that they have towards the bottom left. So let's apply this information to our formula. So A equals 1/2 times base 1. So take either the base here or what they consider the second base, which is the top line here. It's not going to matter which one you choose first or second because you're going to add them up, and either way you add them, you'll still get the same number. So I typically take the bottom number first on my figure as base 1. So I'll do that. 25 plus base 2, that's the line that is parallel to, and that's 15 times the height. The height they draw in using a dotted line because you need a line that's going to connect you from base 1 to base 2, and so that happens to be a measure of 5. These were all inches. I should have written that in there. Okay, so then you do the math and think about order of operations here. We're going to do parentheses first. So we copy down what we haven't used. This is going to add up to 40. And then copy down what we haven't used. Okay, now this looks very similar to what we were working with yesterday. We're going to put these whole numbers over 1 like we did yesterday. A equals 1/2 times 40 over 1 times 5 over 1. We can do some simplifying as we did yesterday. 2 divides into both of these. This is 1, this is 20, and now we're going to multiply. 1 times 20 times 5 is 100, and 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. So of course that gives us 100 as our area. Again, we were working with inches, so 100 inches. So sort of an added step to yesterday's work, and that is using both base 1 and base 2 to help get your area. Let's do another problem. Give me a minute here to erase and set things back up. Okay, so our next figure, the other example at the bottom of page 468 is 8 meters up here, and we've got a line that connects, and this is 70 decimeters, and then we've got 9 meters. Okay, so this is a little tricky because you have to convert. I don't think you're going to have to do that in any of your problems, but you actually need to convert decimeters, 70 decimeters to meters. And so if we think about our conversion, we would have 10 decimeters to a meter. So that's going to give us 7 meters here. So you could sort of put over here in parentheses to help yourself, 7 meters. Okay. And so they do give you that hint down at the bottom of page 468 as well. So again, using our formula, area equals half times base 1, which you can also just put B1 plus B2 instead of writing out base times height. So area equals half, base 1 is 9, base 2 is 8. Again, it doesn't matter if you switch those, you're still going to come out with the same answer, times the height, which we figured out was 7 meters. All right, so we've got area equals 1/2 times 17 is what this adds up to, times 7. We're going to put those all the whole numbers over 1, as we did last time. Half times 17 over 1 times 7 over 1. We can't simplify there, So we're just going to have to multiply it out and then simplify. So 1 times 17 is 17. 17 times 7 is 9. Carry the 4. 11 over 2. And then we'll have to change that back to an improper, from an improper fraction to a mixed number. So you would take 119 divided by 2. That's going to be 5, which is 10. Subtract and get 1, bring down your 9. 9 is 18, and that leaves 1, and so it's going to be 59 1/2, or 59.5 as they have it in as the answer at the bottom of page 468. But I'm just going to go ahead and put 59 1/2, and again, that was meters. Okay, so your work over on page 469 is 1 to 6. Again, you don't have to do any converting there like we did from decimeters to meters. It's all consistent units. Again, you're going to use this formula, area equals half times base 1 plus base 2 times height. That is shown to you over on page 468 in the red box. And then you'll have very similar work to do on workbook page 182. Email me if you've got any questions. I'm happy to help. Have a great day.